The song said, "I have the devil on my back." John Hooter, second assistant attorney at McLean, said, when 1990 come 2020, let them play that little game, force them out there, movements on your head. We're down here at the AAA in East Liverpool, Ohio. I just told Bill Tice a story about how they get the microwave heat on my heart, forcing voluntary movement, sending their monitor voice signals out to make someone think, oh, are you hearing from heaven? Are you hearing from God? You got the Museum of Ceramics right here in East Liverpool, Ohio, the home birthplace of Storm and Norman Van Leer. The Storm and Norman Van Leer book will be released in December 2024 to 2025. You can check with Roosevelt Kirby or Brent Lake. Brent Lake Sr. is one of the players that played on the 1965 undefeated team, the number one team in the world. And John Hooter said, just keep telling people what the government's doing to you. Everybody knows they're scamming. Everybody know they're con artists. By the time they assassinate the Iraq leader, everybody's going to understand what they're doing. Like Big Jim, he was down in Kent State taking some classes down here with some people. Just getting the education of what needs to be done. He paid them to sit in on the session and to listen. And you have the East Liverpool High School Alumni Association. The $100,000 a year will go to the Lou Holtz Hall of Fame program for these Liverpool, Ohio banquets, from the apparel and the bakery goods, from Uki's Cookies that will be made by the charming lady here in East Liverpool, Ohio. And John Hooter said, just tell everybody, the Review, tell the newspaper, tell the New York Times. They don't want to hear it, but you still can tell them that the government forcing voluntary movements on your head, snapping your neck. Samuel Scales, Raymond Scales' brother, will be a witness, and Jeffrey Baldwin will be a witness, and Roosevelt Emmanuel Kirby be a witness from Midland. The book is worth $150 to $200 million. John Hooter said, all they doing is scamming, trying to take your birthrights away because they know you were born in Africa. They know you were born December 31st, 1960. You got these white guys, they will shake your head and snap your neck. They will execute your wife. They will rape her if you don't get her out of here, because that's what they do. And I mean, the black FBI agents know they ain't no damn good. Scheming and scamming, making invisible weapons. When they got caught with their scam in 1750 to 1850, the French and Indian War, they didn't know what to do because they were still trying to scheme. How are we going to keep the Canaanites from leaving at the end of the age under Acts 7:6 or Deuteronomy 28:68? And John Hooter said, just continue going doing what you're doing. From 1850 to 1950, they scams. From 1950 to 2050, they scam. They execute Martin Luther King, and they pretend like they didn't do it. They execute JFK, they pretend like they didn't do it. This is what they do. Everybody know they just lie. Get a hot dog shop right here in Liverpool, Ohio. They understand about the $100,000 going to the Great Lou Holtz Hall of Fame Foundation from the products that we will produce out in Liverpool, Ohio, and Steubenville, and Beaver County, and Pittsburgh. John Hooter said, let them play their game. Nobody in the community believes what the dumbass federal agents is doing. Judge Brooks Smith is a witness, so is the U.S. Marshal. They're idiots. Let them play their little KKK game. I said, okay, Mr. H.